Hi, my name is Vincent Dupre. I'm a freshman. I wrestle at 157 pounds, and I'm from Hilton, New York.
Hi, I'm Joe Jackson. I'm a junior 157-pounder from Huntington, New York. I'm a math major.
Hi, I'm Joe Mastro, redshirt freshman, 157-pounder from Yorktown Heights, New York, and I'm an undeclared major.
I chose Binghamton University because I thought the coaches are great and the guys on the team are pretty good. And it's a great school for academics too.
I chose Binghamton mostly for the, I had educational opportunities and the athletic opportunities of competing at a Division I school while still being able to focus on my academics at a great academic school such as Binghamton.
I chose Binghamton when I was transferring. I looked at a few different schools and they were all kind of a toss-up and I wasn't really too sure, but once I got to school here and on my visit and met the coaches and met the team, I felt at home and it felt just like the proper fit for me.
The area it's surrounded is really nice and everyone's like really close-knit, I guess, too.
As a whole, it's probably my favorite part is, like I said before, when I chose to come here, is the combination between athletics and academics, and my ability to compete at a Division I level while at the same time getting a great education. So I'd have to say that's probably my favorite part about the university.
One of my favorite things about Binghamton is how it's, at the same time, it's set in the mountains and in the country, that there's also a city. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's kind of like its own small melting pot. It's pretty cool.
The part I love about it probably the most is it's individual, and you can't really count on everybody else to do like win a match. It's on yourself pretty much.
What I love about wrestling is really the kind of person that it's made me and the way it's changed me. It's given me I think a skill set and motivation, hard work, determination. All of these skills I think I learned through wrestling, through the hard work that it takes to succeed in the sport, and I don't think they're skills I would have learned anywhere else in life. I feel that being a wrestler and wrestling as a whole has changed me as a person, and it'll probably be one of the most significant things I do in my life.
What I love most about wrestling is just the fact that no one's out there with you. You have no one to blame, and there's no one that can screw up besides yourself. So for me, it's just good knowing that I'm in total control of it.
I chose it because one of my dad used to wrestle too, and he got me into the sport, and then I've just been doing it ever since.
I didn't want to do it. I started doing it when I was probably in 4th or 5th grade. My mom kind of forced me into it because she knew it had good opportunities come college, and she knew it was a good sport to just kind of grow as a person. So she forced me into it, and after a year of being forced into it, I actually ended up loving it. So
to pursue wrestling when I was growing up, I was in 6th grade, and all my neighbors did basketball in the winter, and I didn't really like basketball that much, so I kind of just went on a sports website and looked up what was in the winter, and wrestling was the only other thing. So I tried it out, and I ended up really liking it.
Other than making weight, probably the practices and stuff, because you got to go 100% each time you wrestle somebody.
I think the hardest thing about wrestling is just focusing on always growing. Sometimes it's very easy to get into just kind of hit a plateau and just get into a lull and just keep going through the motions day in and day out. So you kind of have to remind yourself frequently that there's an end goal, and to get there you have to keep growing day in and day out, especially when you come to the practice room.
The hardest thing for me about wrestling is staying healthy, usually. Just getting banged up a lot of the time because it's so much contact. So if I can stay healthy, it's a big influence on how my season will go usually.
My personal goals are to be a national champ and to go to nationals.
My personal goals are to be the 157 starting wrestler for Binghamton and to become an NCAA qualifier and hopefully All-American this year.
Personal goal for 2014-2015 season is qualify for nationals and become an All-American.
Hi, my name is Vincent Dupre, and I'm proud to be a Binghamton Bearcat.
Hi, my name is Joe Jackson, and I'm proud to be a Binghamton Bearcat.
Hi, my name is Joe Mastro, and I'm proud to be a Binghamton Bearcat.